and welcome everybody. I'm Aaron Miller, the Food and Beverage Director and Executive Chef here at Mountain Lodge in beautiful Telluride, Colorado. Today we're not going to be doing a drink. We're going to be doing a recipe, a really simple recipe, my recipe for guacamole. Now, my recipe has very few ingredients in it, just because that, when you eat a guacamole, I think you should be able to taste the avocado. And avocados are very delicate in flavor. But additionally, we'll talk about this in a minute when the guacamole is ready, is that it's all about the garnish as well. If your garnish fails, your guacamole fails. So, without further ado, let's make a little guacamole. So, I'm going to start with some fresh avocados. Now, these are beautifully ripened, a little soft on the outside, not too soft, but beautiful color, little off green, shading in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead, cut into these guys. Now, when I cut into it, I twist it. You're going to have one seed on one side. I'm going to hit it with the knife. I'm going to twist the knife, and the seed will pop right out. Just like that. Okay. And we're going to hit a third one right here. Open it out. Pop the seed. Oh, pop the seed. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab a stainless steel mixing bowl. I would use a molcajete, but I think that a lot of you out there may not actually have a molcajete, but everybody has a stainless steel bowl. So we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and scoop my avocados right into the bowl, like so. Just like that. The thing with guacamole is it doesn't take a whole lot of time to produce. And, I keep hearing about people like storing their guacamole overnight or whatever. You know what? Guacamole is so easy. Make it the day of, or even the hour of that you're going to be enjoying it. So, last one right here. I'm going to pop that right in. Set the bowl aside for a second. Next thing, I'm going to grab a jalapeno. Now, jalapenos differ in heat. So, what I do is I'll take off the stem end, so I can sit it flat on the board, and then I will slice the meat right off and avoid the seeds and the ribs entirely. Just like that. Set this guy aside. Now, I'm going to take this, and we're going to do a quick little chop on this. Really simple. There we go. If you want to speed up the process, you can always grab a second knife about the same size, match them up next to each other, and do a double-bladed chop. There we go. Finito. Toss the jalapeno right on in. Next ingredient, I'm going to grab a little bit of cilantro. Just a little bit. Again, it's important to taste the avocado. So, just gonna do a rough chop on the cilantro, just like so. Good deal. Toss it on in. Next thing, I'm gonna grab a couple scallions. Now I'm just gonna cut off the ends right here, throw it right into my little trash bucket. And now what I'm gonna do is just do a quick little chop of the scallions. Don't worry, I won't cut myself. There we go. We're going to throw the scallions on in. Next thing we're going to do, we need a lime. Now, if you have limes in your refrigerator, they're starting to brown or discolor a little bit, perfect time to use them for a guacamole. Nobody's going to see the skin anyway. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take half the lime and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of the juice into the guac, just a touch. I don't want to overdo it. This is a guacamole, not a lime dip. Okay. Next, little salt and pepper. Now, I combine my salt and pepper in a simple container. It's 25% black pepper and 75% salt. But you need it for a guacamole. Now, when I mash my guacamole, I will use a wire whisk. So, I'm just going to go in and just kind of smash it all in together. Just like that. Now all I'm trying to do is to break up the avocado a little bit, and that's it, right there. I want it to be a touch chunky in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a large spoon and give it a stir, and that is what a great guacamole should look like. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab a bowl so we can serve it. I'm just going to spoon some in, just like so. Now, on to the garnish. Garnish is very important. What I like to do, it's not exactly seasoned for pomegranates yet, which is my favorite garnish for a guacamole. So I'm going to use a couple of pepitas and some dried cranberries. And that's it, guys. That is my guacamole. Anyway, next time you're in Tel,